And we are live. Good morning, everyone. How are you? We have a dead guy as a co-host today.
Good morning, Ben. We're live with your favorite truck driver and your favorite automobile driver.
Exactly.
Ex automobile driver. Oh wait.
Wait, no.
Ex truck driver, current automobile driver.
Yeah, it's at. If you don't recognize him, it's probably the wig. It's Noah from Daily Noah News.
Ben, are you saying I'm wearing a wig?
Well, it looks wiggish.
Good morning, Ben. How are you? There you go. I'll
Oh,
bring my
I'm
hat
doing
next
great.
time.
I am doing great. I love this crypto environment is it's never boring. This is why I'm in it. It's always changing, and uh it's always these are the best of days, these are the worst of days, you know, and that's what keeps it interesting, though. And and as an entrepreneur in cryptos and having the club and all this other stuff is so encouraging, because the way technology is moving is, for the first time in human history, we have the ability to individualize the economy in a way where there are no more trade agreements. There are no more borders of labor. There's literally labor arbitrage. I think that's how you pronounce it. Everywhere. And that's bringing the price of labor down. But what makes right now so dangerous is the price of labor is dropping, but the technology is gaining. So you have all of this pressure on income going down, but yet you have all of this pressure of inflation going up.
That's a really bad combination.
Right. That's why the poor are getting poor. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is although now here in Florida, if you work at McDonald's, you're making $15 an hour. But you go to the grocery store, your eggs are $12. So you're working almost an hour for a carton of eggs. A carton of eggs takes 12 chickens 1 minute to make. Your labor is worth 12 minutes of chicken labor. When you expand your mind out and you remove the limitations of modern educations placed on you, and you look at the reality of things, you see the the absolute insanity that is our world right now. We live in such a fake world that we have people, and this is what happened in Nazi Germany. The people were so unplugged from reality that that's why at the end of the war there they could claim, well, we didn't know. We didn't know. Yeah, they didn't know. Not because the information wasn't there. It's because they chose not to look at it. And that's what we have going on right now, is people they're clinging to the Matrix. Like the Matrix is going to save them. It's the equivalent of drowning and grabbing a shark's tail to save you. It makes no sense, because what they don't want to accept is they have to change how they are. They have to change how they think. They're afraid of reality, so they will not participate in it, but yet they will live. They have to live in the consequences of the reality without accepting it. So they have to pay $12 for eggs, but the illusion, they're making $15 an hour. Well, you're actually making less now than you did 5 years ago because of inflation. You're not looking at exchange of value. You're looking at the unit used to exchange value. If you look at labor versus labor, you realize, holy shit, 12 chickens are the equivalent of me. That shows you how low your labor is valued in the real market.
Yeah. And it really is a self-fulfilling prophecy too, right, Ben? I mean, when you get when the entire mainstream media is controlled, and then they choose not to put out a story, and then you get the normies out there that say, well, I didn't see it on the news. Well, of course you didn't, because they blocked it, and it just goes round and round and round. They're choosing not to find the stories they want, like this Hunter Biden thing. Look, if you found crumbs in Chris Christie's airplane seat, where do you think the crumbs came from? From the cookie he was just eating, right? I mean, we've got Hunter on video over the 4th of July doing what we all know he was doing on video on that balcony of the White House. Yeah, just like that. Yep. And then the media says, well, no, there's no evidence of this. And then the normies just buy into it. Oh, see, nothing happened here. And that's the circle that goes round and round.
Yep, that's the choosing of ignorance. You cannot choose to be ignorant and then at the same time point your finger at reality and say reality's to blame. It's what I used to tell my children. You guys are living life absolutely ass backwards, because they would be late for the bus and blame the clock. Right? No, it's not the clock. The clock is a constant. Your actions, and you chose to be late because you looked at the clock and you said you think that clock should adjust to you.
Mm-hmm.
You have things you want to get done before 7 o'clock. And what you want to get done, you're putting that at a higher reality than time.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. And that's the world we're living in.
Uh-huh.
It's this absolute illusion of reality. And it you can't fix it because they don't think it's broken.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But what they don't understand, they think they're driving down the road in a nice car when really they're only rolling down a hill in a car that's not running.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you may be making movement, but there's nothing behind it. There's no engine. And it's sad to see. But this is my message to everybody. It's why I titled this Huge News for Bitcoin and Crypto Industry. Invest in yourself. Here's how.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand what's going on, you understand that your labor is at a premium if you do it right. Right? You don't need to work for a company anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A com- a company is only centralized marketing of a product or service. That's all a company is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what a company used to do and what a company tries to do is create a network of clients. That network is their clientele. Well, now individuals have their own networks,
Mm-hmm.
social media. Your group of friends is your network. Your group on Facebook, the people that follow you on Facebook, if you're on the neighborhood app, which I am, which I monitor what's going on in my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're in these social networks, that's your clientele base, right? You're way ahead of the corporations because you already have an individual relationship, even if it's only on Facebook. Like somebody followed you because you said something that they found interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The reason they followed you was because probably you said something that was true. And that like button or follow button, which please, everyone watching, like and follow both of our channels, all right, is that like button is transferring the the trust factor. All right, it's acknowledging a little amount of trust in what you heard.
Mm-hmm.
And that trust, every corporation is trying to get that little piece of trust so they can market and grow that trust.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what individuals can do now. If you're growing your personal network, right? And if you haven't begun this, you can do it now. Start sharing information that is relevant to the people who you're friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Say you're a good cook. Start putting up videos of you preparing brownies or something like that. You do that for a couple months where people can start to rely on seeing it and going, oh, let's see what he's making today. And smile and be joyful. That's
Mm-hmm.
all you have to do. You don't have to have some like quick wit and all this. A smile is the most infective emotion, or that a smile is contagious. Right? When you meet someone, if they smile at you, you're gonna smile back just because you're like, the fuck is this guy smiling about? You know? And then you're like, hey everybody, tonight I'm doing a recipe I've never done. That's why I'm the only one who's gonna taste it, because I wouldn't put anybody else through what I might fuck up.
Mm.
And just smile and enjoy it. Then after a couple of months, you get on and go, look, I've had such a great reaction from you guys. All right. Uh, this is what I'm going to start doing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Hey, I'm going to make up some brownies. All right. If you'd like me to drop off a couple brownies over at your house, let me know. I'm I'm going on a brownie drive. All right. And just swing over and drop off a couple brownies over like people around you, or whatever, and then transition that into making meals and saying, hey, today I'm going to be cooking up 25 plates of X. They will be ready at between 6 or 5 and 6:30. If you want to swing over and grab some, they're $9.99 each. You know what I put into them. You know where I live. You know me. Swing on over, and just start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, you've created a business. And that business is outside of the system. You don't need, that's why for years now people have asked, why are they going after the lemonade stands? Because they know, like I know, that once people realize that they can monetize their individual networks, game over for corporations. You're gone, you're done, you're useless. Because it's they can't let people realize that they have individual value. That Without being an employee, there's no security.
Mm-hmm.
The security of a paycheck. See, I look at a paycheck completely different than other people.
Right on.
I look at a paycheck as a limit to what I can make.
That's
Not,
right.
oh boy, I'm making $17 an hour. Okay, while you're there, the most you can make is $17 an hour.
Uh-huh.
I think that I can come up with an idea where I can make more than $17 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everyone else can too.
Ben, you're exactly right. You know, it's even worse than that too. The higher up you go, and you start maybe getting a little office job somewhere, you get put on salary. You know what they make you do at that point? Almost every big company out there, they make you sign something. They all have a different name for it, but it's like an outside interest policy, and you have to certify to them that you don't have any side hustles or you're not doing anything else on your
Yeah,
own time on nights and weekends. They're trying to tell you what you can and can't do on nights and weekends. And
yeah,
I bet someone dropped me a comment if you work in a place that has made you sign one of those, because I've seen a lot of those out there. So they don't just want your time from 8 to 5. They want your time nights and weekends, because they can't. Here's the secret. They can't let you taste a little success, have a little side hustle at night, because then quickly that grows and you realize that you got a lot more value. So that's why they make you sign those. They don't want you realizing that you can make more and then you leave them after 6 months.
yep. They want to trap you in your salary. That. All right. During the Civil War, and so many people don't realize or know the history of the Civil War. They have bought into this horse shit. Everyone was trying to free the slaves bullshit. Number one, they weren't slaves, they were indentured servants on 7-year contracts. Get the idea of fucking slavery out of your head. That is a lie. That's a marketing campaign. That's a fucking bunch of bullshit. Right? The other part of the marketing campaign was was move out move out of indentured servitude and become a franchise. Right? There's a movie out. Of course, it's out. The first movie ever played in the White House. It's actually called the Birth of a Nation. Right? It is Woodrow Wilson was who actually played it in in the White House, right? And in the Birth of a Nation, because it was right after the Civil War that they made this movie. And so in the movie, the one of the soldiers was actually talking to a group of black men about joining the Northern military. And the soldier said, hey, you need to come and join the franchise. You need to become a franchisee. And the black man replied, I don't trust no franchise to feed me. And that's the key. He understood that going from an individual sovereign contract removed his negotiation authority away from him as a sovereign and transferred the negotiation of salary from the franchise up to the union. And that's what it was all about. It was creating a franchise, the U.S. government, and creating civil rights, which is an employment agreement. All right. That's why we have human resources at like companies. None of my companies will ever have a human resource entity in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because human resource is just the U.S. franchise putting their legislative foot into your company.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And that's why they've destroyed history. And what I want people to realize is understand the federal government's authority is an illusion because of the structure of law. If you understand that all the bullshit law they've piled up, the civil law, the even
Statutory.
the military law,
Mm-hmm.
all these levels of law are actually on top of common law. So when the federal government comes to you and accuses you of a civil rights crime, all you have to do is claim sovereignty under common law. That's it. As soon as you claim sovereignty, the rest of the laws do not apply to you because you are a sovereign individual who owns his or her soul. That's what sovereignty means. The ownership of a soul. And that goes back to natural law. The laws of nature cannot be altered. And common law recognized the human existence in nature, and that anything that is living, number one, has the right to live.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, has the right to protect its life. Second Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why the Founding Fathers' Bill of Rights mimic nature.
Ben, I just pulled it up. We had it in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They had it back then, and we lost it. And then they put that into the first 10, the Bill of
We
Rights.
didn't lose it. We gave it away.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I've had the FBI at my house twice. And I stood there and smiled, and they're like, well, we have some questions. And I go, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, you realize we're from the FBI? And I said, look, I don't give a fuck what imaginary fucking group you think you're from. I don't give a fuck. Go away. And that was it. Never heard from the FBI again.
Wow.
You know why? Because they understand Why do they have a badge? Does it have a picture? Is it identification? No, it's a shield of authority. That's it. It's an illusion. It's literally a fucking illusion that you choose to grant them. And all you have to do is say, fuck off. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. And keep stepping.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you claim your rights as a sovereign human, that's over all this bullshit. All right. Oh yeah. Hang on a second. Here we go. Nikki D, I'm sure you made them laugh. I did. The guy was fucking smiling at me. The woman, FBI agent, oh, she wasn't. She was like, she's who said, you realize we're from the FBI. And I go, I don't give a shit. And the guy cracked a smile. He was like, because he knows it's all bullshit. She was like, no. She pulled an Eric fucking Cartman. Respect my authority. And I was like, fuck your authority, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Because when you know the system doesn't fuck with you. Because I'll bring this motherfucker down.
Well, and here's the other thing. You've done nothing wrong. You have a show where you educate people.
Yeah.
No one's done anything wrong with this. We're still a free country. Yeah, go read the Bill of Rights.
Who the fuck are you to judge if I did right or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a complaining victim, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the one time that they sent me a jury summons, did they fucking regret that? Everyone watching on YouTube, sorry guys, we gotta go. So click under here. We're gonna continue the video over on Rumble. Like and subscribe and click the link under here. Join us on Rumble. And word from the sponsor. Hang on one second.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All right, I'm getting ready to shut off YouTube, but those watching on YouTube, that video you just watched on CALIX Solutions, our crypto laptop and our Liberty laptop, come over to Rumble. Watch the rest of the show because I'm going to show you guys just how important the Liberty laptop is. Because I'm going to show you clips from an interview with the #1 white hat hacker in the world. He explains how your hardware is your enemy, that your television is your enemy, that your laptop that you're using right now is your enemy. The Liberty laptop, and he explains the .onion, the deep web that we call the free web, right? If you do not have a Liberty laptop, you might as well be calling Joe Biden every day and giving him an update on your life, because that's what your laptop's doing. All right, YouTube, bye-bye.
Come over to Rumble. I'm going to make Ben's head explode by asking him about Ripple too. So make sure you come over there and hear that.
XRP Army.
XRP Army, come to Rumble.